Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are here in one of the wonders. Just let us enjoy the panoramic view. Well, nevertheless, we are here in Rome, Italy, and this place is known as a Colosseum, which is situated at the center of Rome. And Colosseum was built in, let's say, how many centuries ago? We really have do not idea about it. So just as a history tells us that the construction started in 70 to 72 AD, and finally it was completed in 80 AD. So Colosseum has seen like so many centuries, so many earthquakes, so many elements, but still it is standing these days, and which is truly a different level of architecture which was built in the past, and that's the reason it is in the UNESCO World Heritage Site. And now talking about the Colosseum, as you can see, the Colosseum has many entrance levels, so perhaps it has more than 100 entrance levels. So as you can see, that's the gate 1, 2, 3. That's like more than 100 gates we have, and the capacity of Colosseum is, let's say, more than 90,000 people to accommodate at the same time. Now talking about Colosseum, why it was created. So earlier days it was also known as the amphitheater, wherein the gladiator fights were held, drama were created, and people used to do the animal hunt. Now as you can see down there, these are sort of mazes wherein in earlier days people used to held there as a prisoner. Also, they used to keep animals down there. Whenever their turn was to perform, they were able to bring them back on the battle arena. And now, if you see there, the right exactly there is one gate, and on this side we have a second gate. So I don't know how it is known, but it's like one gate is known as a gate of heaven, and the other gate is known as a gate of death. So it was like the theory tells us that if a gladiator was there on the battle arena, if he wins, then he used to go back with the gate of life, and when he for sure was not able to win, then he used to go via gate of death. So that's something about a bit of history about Colosseum. Now let us see what we have here. Well, now talking about the architecture of Colosseum, as you can see, the Colosseum is initially made of three materials. First is used as a brick to give the structure, then they have used as a limestone to give a support, let's say, which is giving a formation of pillars, and to combine everything they have used mud which was obtained from the volcano. And the condition of Colosseum is these days is not really in a good shape, because in middle age the Colosseum used to be used as a church, and people used to come here for the prayers, and after certain time Colosseum used as a fortress in two of the Romanian families. Therefore, as you can see these days, they really do not have a places to sit around, which we could actually see in the older photos. But nevertheless, it's the art, I would say, which was created in the history that still, even after so many natural disasters, so many attacks, and so many things has happened with it, but still it is standing. Now let us see what we all also have to explore here at the Colosseum. So this was a place I was earlier referring to. As you can see clearly from here, this feels like a maze. There are more than two underground levels down there, and earlier it was like entirely covered for a battle fight, but now the time passes by, everything has truly gone, but we still see some parts or the remains of that. And that's the one I was talking about earlier, that's known as a gate of life. And this is the one is underneath me is the gate of death. So yeah, it's truly impressive, I would say. So now finally we are able to take a closer look of the architects. So these were the bricks, which was, I don't know how they had this bricks created, but you can still see it is super solid. I mean, still it does not move anywhere, but these days we really do not get the exact same quality. I'm not doubting on it, but yes. And here we have this huge pillar of limestone, and on this side we already also have another pillar of limestone. And here this is like a limestone, I would say, or I don't know how it is, but it feels like a limestone and marble combination, which was used as a pillar to support each and everything. But uh, because it was not preserved in the past properly, so we just have some particles remains, or let's say some remains left. And now, talking about how Colosseum came into the picture only after 19th century. So before that, people were totally neglecting the Colosseum. But in the 19th century, when it was established by the Italian community and population, that's when people started preserving the Colosseum. And there have been several renovations went around. As you can see, everywhere there are a lot of barricades. Some sites are not accessible for a normal person. For each and everything you will have to purchase a different pass. But with your Colosseum pass, you can not only explore the Colosseum, you can also explore through another sites, which we will be showing you in this video. So do not go anywhere, watch this video till the end. Alright, so now we will take a closer look before we go out of battle arena. So this was I don't know, mechanism they used in the past. So here the animals, or let's say the gladiators, were held, and when they had to perform, that was the entrance. As you can see, they were able to get on the battle floor. And mostly this was used in the animal hunt, or the sword gladiatoring. And yes, it's really really beautiful. So if you are here in Rome, definitely do not forget to pay a visit to the Colosseum. Okay, so right after you exit and before we go to the new location, I just saw this thing which I wanted to cover in my this video. So as you can see, the holes on this pillar, this is the actual construction of the Colosseum back from the history. And what we see on the other side, that is a renovated construction. And this construction was initially held with the big pillars of metal, I would say. But when Italy was in financial crisis, people literally stole this metal pillars and sold it out for a money. And that's the reason it has to go under the multiple renovation. And as you can see, these are the big doors which I was referring to earlier in my video. So now we are heading to the next location. Just do not go anywhere and watch this video till the end. So after spending a lot of time at Colosseum, we have finally arrived to Palatine Hill. From Palatine Hill, you can literally see the Rome city in super panoramic view. So on this direction, you have a Colosseum. Here you have a Rome Forum, and this place is known as a Palatine Hill, for which you need to purchase an additional ticket. If you do not have a ticket, then you can take a ticket or purchase a ticket at the counter. I have lump sum idea about the cost. It's in between like 18 euros or something. And if you purchase a combined ticket for Colosseum, Forums, and Palatine Hill, then you get to access three of them together with discounted rate too. And now talking about this place is also known as a founding place of Rome. So there is a myth, or let's say the story behind it. The Roman Empire was started from the here. So the Roman kings, let's say the Romulus and Romulus, was raised here by the Schulf. Again, this is the story from the myths. I really do not have any supporting evidence on that, but nevertheless, enjoy your panoramic view. And right after here, right after this, we will pay a visit to Roman Forum and show you inside what do we have there. So after a beautiful walk, now we are finally here. Let me just show you around what do we have here. So the very first thing you see is a temple of Castor and Pollux. Now next to that we have a Altare della Patricia. Again, next to that you see a Curia, and next to that you have a temple of Northenius and Faustina. And right next to that temple we have a temple of Romulus and the beautiful basilica. It is super amazing place. And now we will just take a walking tour and try to explore the things what we can do here. Finally, we are here at the last step of our tour. So behind me you see the Roman Forum. So imagine this place is super crowded from the back days, because this was a place where the market used to take a place. People used to sell their vegetables, the trading used to happen on. In the latest century, people used to live here, then they have built their houses here. And right after the century passes by, it again got this political point of view. So people used to come here at the Roman Forum, give their political views, give their speeches, and major political decision used to take place at this Roman Forum. And right after the Roman Forum, I mean the Roman Empire ended, nobody literally took care of this ancient things, and somehow with the natural disaster and things just happen year after year, and this are the only remains what we can see at this point. And I hope you have liked this entire tour of Colosseum, Planetian Hill, and Roman Forum. If you guys want to know more anything about this trip, then feel free to drop your comments. I'll be more than happy to answer your question. So until then, stay healthy, stay wealthy. Auf Wiedersehen.